It is time, my bullet journal friends, to do my Christmas bullet journal. I'm so excited for this. Cannot wait for it. Every year, my Christmas planner is one of my favorite planners to put together and to just live in for a month or two. And yes, I do know that it's a little bit early, but honestly, I need all the gift trackers and all that kind of stuff in the month of November to get ready for December. And I have a lot to get ready for. Loving, this is a Scribbles That Matter A5 without the doodles, so loving it. And it took me a minute to get it. This is the third one they sent me. But I was ordering off of Amazon, and they just don't have any control of what Amazon. Now, the only thing that I do wish was a little bit different was that it didn't have the purple. I wish I could like change this to like a green or either a red or like a gold. If I could change it to a gold, that'd be amazing. But yeah, loving this. This is going to be my Christmas planner for years, at least 2, maybe 3, if I can get I think I could get 3 years out of this. So if you have not seen my other videos, you will know that I am actually in a B5 bullet journal, but I was never going to fit December into this bullet journal. So I only had about 10 pages to go in my bullet journal. And so I knew I was either going to have to start a new bullet journal or something. And I just did not want to start a bullet journal in December. That would be kind of weird. So I started thinking about it, and I was like, you know what though? I could do this in a other bullet journal, and I like using my like gift trackers and everything in previous years to keep track of what I've bought people or budgets or ideas that I had that maybe I just didn't get to. And so I thought, what if I just do every December in this journal? And that's where I'm at. So let's put this together. Like I said, I am so excited for it. It is a lot. I have went through and penciled in a lot already, just because, like I said, there's a ton. We will be going through this the whole month of November and getting this all set up, but we are going to go through and do the main parts that I need right now, which is my Christmas like list and gift trackers, and my monthly spreads. We will be setting up 3 monthly spreads in this, one for December, one for my 25 days of like activities that I like to do with my children. We'll see if there's actually 25 things that we get done. When they were younger, we definitely did like little crafts and everything, but we'll see. And then one for our elves, which he's just upstairs, so I can't say too loud. And then our weeklies will start just the same as my regular bullet journal. So these are the weeklies. And then I am doing a countdown to Christmas with doodles. I think that'll be fun. I will still have a meal plan. Then my Christmas list, which will be Dutch doors. I'm trying. I'm so excited. We will also have a Christmas budget. That will be a separate video, of course. My December regular budget that I have every month. Cleaning schedule for the month of December. Trying to keep everything organized. YouTube and content tracker, of course. And then my journaling. I do believe there might be a few more spreads that get put into this, but so far at this point, it is a 40-page setup. So, and it's going to be much more detailed than what I normally do. So let's get started on this. The first thing that I do have, and actually I don't know now where I want to put it. I thought I was going to put it here. But now, yeah. Maybe here. Anyways, The first thing that I have done already to set this up for like a title page, I did this last night actually on my other channel, because my other channel is more crafty, stampy, scrapbooky. So if you like that kind of stuff, also definitely subscribe over there. I will put the link below. But I did a title page and I love it. So see if you guys can see all of the detail in that, but it's just Santa going off, and it's just gonna start my book and just let you know right away that this is a Christmas planner. And I am fine with putting this much work into this planner, as it will be, like I said, for years to come. Like, honestly, if I'm only getting like 30 something pages, this thing is 150. That's like more years than I'm even thinking about doing. So like I said, it might be more. I did plan this out in my original planner, and I swear, let me see, 4 times 5 is 25. I don't know, we'll have to go through and figure this out, because I thought it was like 50, but maybe not so much. Anyways, but yeah, I planned it all out there to try and see. But yeah, let's get this in my journal and start just getting through this. I am going to put you on fast forward from here on out, because all right guys, so I am so excited on how this title page came together, or this cover page, whatever you want to call it. It's not even a cover page because I don't even write anything on it. It's just like an opening page to definitely tell you that this is a Christmas planner notebook type thing. As you can see, I was kind of talking through this, but the stuff that I was talking about wasn't important, and I was just rambling. I tend to do that. So just cutting the edge there because it was a little bit bigger, or a little bit smaller than than the paper. And then we're just going to round those corners to match the notebook and pretty much call it good. So I do want to let you know that I was doing that with Distress Oxides, and the colors that I used were Chip Sapphire, Tumbled Glass, and Black Soot. The moon was Antique Linen, and then I just used some stamps from Amazon, which I will post below, and use just black ink for that. So also just use some acrylic white paint to do the snow splashes. I will link the video below also that I did the whole thing live on my other channel, so that you can go back and see that. So all right, so I mentioned before that I am doing 3 monthly layouts. I know it's a little much, but I do this every December. It just keeps me very organized. And in the month of December, I need organization. So, or things just don't get done. Like I mentioned before, I do 25 days of Christmas type thing, where so that we do a little Christmas something, watch a movie, make a snack, do a little craft, anything, pretty much every day of December. I started this, like I said, when my kids were super, super young, and yeah, it just kind of has stuck. They love doing it. Yeah, my oldest isn't into that much, and now that they're in sports and everything, it does get a little bit harder, but we definitely still try and do a little something. So we probably don't hit all 25 anymore. I don't think that I probably did when they were young either, but sometimes we make up for it on days, you know, that we're a little bit more free. We'll do 2 things. So yeah, so I did keep my monthlies, like how I set them up, to the same thing every single time, just to make it easier on myself. I'm using a Papermate Flare to do the outlines, as that is just what works for me. Some people don't like it as bold. I like it bold. So that's just how I do mine. This first spread, I am going to, I've taken a lot of inspiration. I've done tons of Pinterest boards for this,
And we are going to do the Christmas light hanging, which I can tell you right now, like, I was getting good at them when I was doing my pencil, but I did this pencil work and the sketching out probably a week and a half ago, and lost how to do these little lights. And oh gosh, I should have practiced some more before using. Definitely when you're sketching them out with a pencil compared to like a thicker pen, it doesn't work as great. I also should have just used a thinner pen. I shouldn't have used such a thick pen. I think I would have liked them a little bit better. I think in my next spread I use a little bit thinner pen, I believe. I used the Scribbles That Matter fine liner that came with the book, and ended up liking some of the things better. So whatever, it all works out. So just drawing these ornaments that are hanging, and then, like I said, I will go through and do the little bit of lights. So I will put you to some music while I do this part. Just do not, judge my doodling, as I am trying to get better at doodling. And the only way to get better is a lot of practice.
Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new, 'cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, da, da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree. And I've lit my house with Christmas lights, so you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols.
I am just coming in with a Tombow Fudusuko pen, however you pronounce that. And then I am going to take a second and stamp in 1 through 31 with these Studio Calico stamps that I will list in my description below. If I was to do this again, would I use these? No. They were a little too big, but once I had stamped one, I was committed. So I think the rest of the spreads, I actually write them out too, because stamping these one by one takes way too long. I mean, the magic of video is amazing, but yes, it takes too long. I then am going to add my drop shadows. I'm always going to add my drop shadows with a Tombow brush marker N95 throughout this whole video. That is what I usually use for my drop shadows. Another one that I use is N89, but in this video I believe I use all 95s. So next is going to be just coloring in those little light bulbs, and I'm gonna use my Crayola super tips and kind of find the right red and green. So you're gonna see me several times like checking if I'm going through the paper. This is my first time using 160 GSM paper, and guys, I used Tombow brush pens, and in the end you will see me go through and like double ink on some of those bulbs to create a little bit of highlighting. And there's no shadowing. It's not going through. So yeah, this paper has definitely won me over. I do like the Scribbles That Matter notebooks, and we'll probably be purchasing a B5 for my 2023 bullet journal. So I'm getting excited for that, which is also why I'm trying to get this December one done so that I can start setting up my 2023 bullet journal, which will definitely probably be a bit more intensive than my 2022, since I was really just starting to get into the whole bullet journaling thing again, and didn't really set up any collections or year in review, and this year we definitely will. So, all right, we're just going to make a couple of designs on these bulbs, color them in, and move on, but I'll take you back to a little bit of Christmas music.
Morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh, la da da da, oh, 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 la da da da, making our Christmas memories. Yes, these are the good times with you. Don't even care what we do if I spend it with you. Just you and nobody else. It's so good to see you again, to see you again. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire, chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. And I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.
All right, moving right along. This will be my 25 Days of Christmas monthly. Again, like I said, I am setting up every monthly the same exact way as the other ones. I didn't get fancy with this one just because, like I said, setting up 3 monthlies does get a little tedious. But honestly, I was having fun with these. My December journals are probably my most fun. And I did get a little bit, I got a little crazy with this one. I'm drawing that tree, but I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with my doodling. All right, so I skipped you ahead a little bit in that, so you don't have to watch that every single time. Again, this is just another inspiration one that I got from Pinterest, but this time I am going to give myself a little bit of a header. I was supposed to do it on that other one, but I thought the red would be a bit too much on that other one. It was a little bit busier. So this one, I did go ahead with that green. That green is one of my favorite greens. I gotta find it here. Oh, you know what? And it's the one, yeah, it's my favorite one, and I've completely rubbed the number off of it, so I don't know which color it is, unfortunately. I really need to go to the store and swatch it to see which one it is. As you can see, just writing in my numbers there, yeah, I was done with that whole stamping out the numbers at this point. It's much easier. I am putting tabs in this. You will see probably me do a lot more tabs, and we are actually going to bust out the Dutch door in this one too, and I'm hoping to try and incorporate a few more Dutch doors in my daily journals too. Before, I never used to do this because I just always thought it was a waste of your notebook, but with a B5 I can definitely spare the room a little bit more. just a little, not too much. I do, if you've watched my, spreads, I definitely use a lot of my space. So just because I was getting close to that corner, it was a little harder to get my scissors in there. I did use an X-Acto knife. Just go lightly and do several passes and you should be fine. And just using my Tombows to color those tabs. So every time I go over my sketches, I do try and erase it. Usually I can still see it. You guys can't too much. It's a little bit there. But I can definitely see that and can easily trace over it. So with this one, I am just using the I am actually using the Scribbles That Matter. I learned, like I said from the last time, that I didn't love such the bold. This is a 0.04, I believe, whereas the Papermate Flare is like your 0.07. So definitely a little bit. I need to buy some new fine liners. All of my microns have died. They're old, and I used them a lot when I used to do my bullet journal. And yeah, they're dead. I'm heavy-handed, honestly, also. So I am going to use 2 different color greens, that one Tombow color and then a Crayola tip color. Sorry guys, you're going to see me right here. I can't tell you what the color is of my Crayola tips because they don't number them, unfortunately. But yeah, it's just a darker green, I think. Yep. And then I use that green to kind of, just give like a little bit more whimsical feel. It's definitely not like your true shading by no means. So.
Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, da, da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree. And I've lit my house with Christmas lights. So you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and
I definitely do think that the headers and choosing what I wanted to do for all of the headers was the hardest part about all of this. I probably should have made myself stick with a formula, and that might have been a little bit better. I actually know that would have been better, but it's okay. Not quite. Maybe for the rest of the journal, I will make myself kind of pick one and stick with it. But sometimes I like to just make my spreads look a little bit different. So good enough. Good enough. And I was contemplating if I was going to do that bottom part. I did decide that, yep, let's just go ahead with it. Like I said, you can't get better at doodling if you don't practice. So, and if you don't make mistakes, you don't know what you you like and you don't like. I'm not the best at doing these snow caps, but just putting a little gray in there to make it a little bit better. And then my presents turn out pretty hideous, but the candy cane actually turns out more hideous, I think, than anything. So I am not the best at making the candy canes. So one thing that I have noticed from watching others do their bullet journaling is that putting in these little stars and these little doodles around definitely, I feel, make your spreads come together. And so I have been trying to do more of that. You'll see that here in this one and in the next spread.
Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh oh, la da da da. Oh oh, oh la da da da. Making our Christmas memories. Yes, these are the good times with you. Don't even care what we do if I spend it with you. Just you and nobody else. It's so good to see you again. To see you again. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me.
All right, we are moving right along to the next monthly spread. And so I will be breaking this down into several videos for you guys because as you can see, this one is already long enough and definitely nobody's going to be sitting through this whole thing. So moving on to the next one, this will be my Elf on the Shelf calendar. There we go. This one I put in the back because I definitely don't want my youngest to find it, but this is a way for myself and my husband and now my oldest son that helps us with it a little bit more and creates magic for his little brother to not have to be searching Pinterest every night trying to figure out a way what we need to do with this darn thing. And oh, you know what? I didn't think about it. Our elf does come out the night of Thanksgiving. So there are going to be I'll have to fill in a few more ideas, which, you know, those first couple of nights are the easiest ones anyways, because you're still excited about it and all that kind of stuff. So shouldn't be too much of an issue, but there is going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost a whole week that I didn't think about. Ours comes out a little bit earlier because I started it that way with my first because his birthday is the end of November. Honestly, I should have had it come out on his birthday, but I'm kind of glad that I didn't now that I have 2 boys. So, all right, we're going to carry on that theme of giving myself a little bit of a header and going back to that red color. This red color I loved for Christmas. It's the perfect red. It's N847. And it definitely just makes everything pop off the page a lot. But like I said, I thought that this red, putting that on that first page would definitely be just a bit too much. And then I go and change a little bit. You know, I tried to make it a little bit different each spread. So this time I put the numbers in the middle. But yeah, this page will definitely be... Oh, and then I numbered it wrong, guys. I was like... I put 2 16s. I don't even know like how I made that mistake. So then it is what it is. It's not the biggest. There's only a few that really were messed up for the most part. And the other ones I could kind of like, there we go with our drop shadow. I don't know if I did a drop shadow on the second one. I didn't. I need to go back and do my drop shadow. And from here, I knew that I bought art from a creator years ago, 2-3 years ago, to make when I was in a happy planner to make my own Elf on the Shelf calendar again. And I knew that I was going to be using that. You'll see that come up here. I can link the art for you guys, but I can't give you the sticker because obviously I've already... I did pay for the license actually because I was using it in my Etsy shop, but I just don't have those files anymore. So we're not doing all that. But I needed a different green for this tab. It wasn't exactly the green that I wanted, but it works. And then I thought like, oh, I was going to do it on this side, but nope, that's my weekly spread and I don't want that green on that one. So what I should have done is use the green on the first one, the red on the second, and use green again on the next one. But again, my bullet journals are not perfect, guys. So they are just a great place for function, you know. Again, a title that this one I'm absolutely not proud of. This one might get covered up, guys. If I can figure out some other way to do this one, the green definitely didn't even turn out to be the bright green that I wanted. And then I just, that E just is ugly, and all of this is ugly. I feel like so. I don't love it, but it is what it is. And at this point I wanted to get it done. So we're going to leave it. And like I said, if I can fix it later, I will fix it later. So, but yeah, you'll see here in 1 minute that I am going to bring my little sticker in, and that finishes up this spread very well.
Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh. La, 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 oh, oh. La, 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 oh, oh. La, 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 la. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree. And I've lit my house with Christmas lights. So you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.
I did add a border around this one. Felt like it just, needed something a little bit more. And I wanted this one to be a little bit more playful, not so, I don't know. But there's my little elf right there. I think he's so cute. I've used him almost every year. And then I was like, oh, he's floating. So I'm going to give him a little shelf to sit on. I know, I love it. So it fits. And this spread will work great. So that is about it for, I did the little doodles. I forgot, I told you. His little magic. That's his magic. That's what I was envisioning when I was doing this. But we're good. As you've seen on that title, I also then tried to do a little drop shadow too early, and that darn red bled into my gray marker. So it is, like I said, it is what it is, and I might, cover it up. So all right, guys, so that was about it. Oh, I did go back because, like I said, that red does bleed, and I wanted it to dry. So this was a while. I did this like a day before, I think. But I definitely wanted to shadow in those bulbs a little bit and give them a little bit more definition, make it look a little bit better. I have been definitely working on my shadowing and just trying to make things look a little bit more realistic, and learning, where light is and all that kind of stuff. So I did do that, and I think they look great. I think it definitely stepped them up a little bit. So, I also was trying to put headers on my tabs, and my white pens are just not working. This is the Signo. Oh, this one was the 8. Maybe I should have tried the 10. I thought I was using the 10. I will go through with the 10 and see if it works. But honestly, my white pens have just not been working lately. But I will go through and try the 10 because I know the 10 does work a little bit better. And then we're wrapping it up. So thank you guys so much for being here in my first little edition of my Christmas bullet journal. I hope you guys are loving it. Let me know what you guys are doing in the comments below, and if you have started your December bullet journal. I will talk to you guys soon. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Bye.
Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.